Hello, let me introduce myself. I am Denise's Flosstube basket. I thought I would come on today and do a video because Denise isn't doing a video and I'm confused. You know, we baskets do get confused quite often. Trust me. Ask any of your baskets. They'll tell you it's very easy for us to get confused. The problem here is that Denise has been a little sad, but I know that it makes her really, really happy when she gives me things to hold for her, and then she gets even more happy when she gets to share those things with her friends. But she's not doing that. And I'm not understanding why I'm still sitting here full of goodies that I know that she would love to share with her friends. So I hope that me doing this video will prompt her into going ahead and sharing all of these goodies with all of her friends. Thank you for listening. Welcome back to Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. My name is Denise, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, this is a channel about cross stitch, but we also talk about other types of stitching, such as crochet and a little bit of sewing. I'm already saying it's really funny how when I watched back my last video, I just thought maybe I was like an machine. I can't believe how many times I said it. I'm gonna try not to do that today. Now, if you've been following me on Instagram, and I'm sorry, I had to straighten out the camera there. If you've been following me on Instagram and on my Facebook group, Black Ribbon Stitch Studio on Facebook, you'll know that I did post a note, sort of a note. I also posted it here in the community tab on YouTube about the fact that my husband, Dan, who we affectionately refer to as Mr. Ribbon, is sort of dealing with a pretty bad health issue. When I posted that, I did not feel as if I was going to be up to doing a video, much less crafting, and I hope you enjoyed the little video that I put in before this, because it occurred to me that I was basically sitting on the sofa looking at my basket, and my basket was looking at me, and we were sort of judging each other. And between that and some very kind words from a couple of very special people, I knew that I had to record a video and get back to stitching. Stitching is my happy place, and sharing it with my friends is what I enjoy doing as well. So here I am. Just in case you were saying, wow, why is she here already? And I didn't think she was gonna be. Well, that's the reason, guys. Happy August. I don't even know what today is, to be totally honest with you. I have no idea what today's date is. I think it's the 10th. So, happy August. And I will also be hopefully adding another video at the end of this video, which I call Zinnia Cam, which is sort of trying to keep a record of the zinnias that Maya and I planted and their development. They're also bringing me tons and tons of joy. This month is both my birthday month and our wedding anniversary month. And the reason I wanted to point that out most of all is because I know for sure that I will not have a new birthday start or a new anniversary start, because I really feel that I've got enough starts going at the moment, and I am still participating in the hashtag that I started, which is New Month, New Start 2021. So I think that's enough for now. I think that Stitch Mania really set that straight for me. And plus, you know, I'm also dealing with a lot of stitch-alongs. I'm involved in a lot of stitch-alongs, and so I think I'm okay. I don't think I need to have a birthday start or an anniversary start this year. Let me just get rid of this alert. Okay. I was planning to do this video, I believe it was Saturday, but I was making sure my notes were in order much earlier in the week. So I was going to be asking you guys if you're watching the Olympics. Well, the Olympics are over. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. For the amount that I watched, I kind of enjoyed it. But instead, I want to talk about the hashtag Common Threaded Stitcher on Instagram, which is pretty much flooding Instagram as far as stitchers are concerned. And I think I'm having a pretty good time with it. Of course, I am behind, but it's where there is a different prompt for every single day this month, and it is there to just help stitchers get to know each other, help us to engage with each other. And I know that one of the prompts that I've missed in the past couple of days, it might even be today's prompt, I'm not sure, but it's asking about your travel project. I have a travel project, so I probably will post that I don't have a travel project, but it's that type of thing. It's that type of thing. We got to show our stitching space, our stash, our whips. It's a really very nice, very engaging hashtag. So take a look over there on Instagram, and you may even get some ideas. Now, one of the highlights of the past couple of weeks, it's been over 3 weeks, guys. So I hope, you know, I'm not sounding like I never did this before, but it's been over 3 weeks. But one of the highlights is that I went to storage. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I talk about having certain things in storage that I just am having a hard time finding the time or making the time or even wanting to go to storage to rescue them. Well, I went to storage and I rescued a cross-stitch piece that I forgot that I even had. And it is this. It is called Friends Welcome Here. And here it is. I love it. Oh gosh, I was so excited when I pulled this out of the bin. I can't even begin to tell you. I was just so excited. And you may remember that I have talked about wanting to start a welcome wall because for some reason, charts that say welcome, I'm very, very drawn to them. And so I haven't done anything about that really other than stitch this. Because who can just choose one? I like so many of them. So I think, you know, how people have their sampler walls, I think I want to have a welcome wall. And so I'm going to start with this. And I have another piece that I rescued from the thrift shop that says welcome. So I think I'm kind of ready to get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm planning to frame this so that it could go on my welcome wall. And now this chart came out of this book. It's a leisure arts book called Love, Life, and Laughter. And I have a sticker on here telling me that this book is from 1998. So I honestly think that I probably stitched that piece not too far after 1998. I remember stitching, I think I only attempted to stitch this, but I think I ran into some difficulty counting because there was a little bit of confetti in both of the birds' breasts, and I don't know what happened, but I don't believe I ever finished that. And I don't know where it is now. I did do a couple of other, now look, I flipped the book open. I flipped the book open just now, guys. And this is what I see in there. I wasn't even planning to share this with you. Isn't that funny? God is love. Isn't that is beautiful. It's beautiful. I've got to now figure out what to do with it. And the first thing that comes to mind is to make a pillow. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I just flipped this book open and it's sitting right there. I'm, of course, going to look back at the chart to see if there's any backstitch, but my memory says that there was no backstitch on that chart. And honestly, if it's not on there, I won't just add it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. But I have, as I said, I have stitched a few things from this book. And I really do like this book, and it's kind of in my stash of books that of which I have many, 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 many. And so, actually, so before I put this book away, I'm going to continue. Okay, here is The God is Love. Let me show you guys this and try not to show you the chart. This person stitched it onto a sweatshirt, which, in case you are not familiar, you definitely can cross-stitch on clothing. You need to get what is called waist canvas, W-A-S-T-E canvas, and you place that on your clothing. You stitch through it, and then there are two kinds. One is where you pull the threads off of the design of the waist canvas, and another is water soluble. You soak it and the waist canvas goes away. So yeah, so before I put this book back in my stash, I am going to be sure to choose another chart to stitch from there. And because I really do like that book, guys, I really like that. I will be giving you guys a life update at the end because it may be a bit heavier than you care to listen to, and I totally understand that. It's absolutely fine. I'll let you know, and then you can simply click the button. So here's my basket. Although, I think my basket did a really good job making a video. And so here it is. And so these are all the things we're going to talk about today. I have 3 new starts, I think. 2 of them are stitch-alongs. I have a whip. I have a little bit of haul. And we're just going to try to have some fun. I want to thank all of you so much, because this also happened during this 3-week period. Thank you so much for your prayers and well wishes for my daughter's medical procedure. It all went well. Everything went absolutely smoothly. But of course, guys, of course there's a story. I was there in the recovery room when she was waking up, and OMG, guys. This girl laughed. She was hysterically laughing. It was the funniest thing. I've never, ever seen such a thing in my life. She laughed. It had to be for a good 30 minutes. So I just, I did record some of it. I will not be sharing it with you, however, but I did record it so that she could see her own shenanigans. And that was the first time that she had ever been under anesthesia. So that was hilarious. It was hilarious. I will now go over some comments because you guys, I love you guys. Your comments are precious to me. So, on the last video, I was talking about how I have put some of my floss onto the floss cards that I have received from Backwater Shop. And I thought that was a really nice, nifty thing to have, except I couldn't figure out what I was going to do with the floss that was left over once I was done with the project. So, because I do bobbinate all of my DMC floss. So, I didn't know. Do I put it back on the bobbin? What do we do now? So, Cindy said that after a project, she puts her floss in floss away bags that she files by number, so it's easy in and out. And actually, I thought about this, and my system is not a great system, guys, and I'm constantly looking for another system that might be better than this. But I do have all of my unused floss in plastic bags, not necessarily floss away bags. And I have them grouped by number. So it'd be, you know, all the 200s, all the 300s, all the 400s, etc. So I think that when I take the floss off of the floss keeper, that I will simply put that leftover floss in a sandwich bag and add it to the rest of the floss that's in the bag of that number series. So I think that makes sense. Shelly said, Shelly of Proverbs 31:22 here on Flosstube, said that she keeps her flosses on floss drops and tags instead of bobbins. So she just puts it back on its tag in her stash, which makes a lot of sense, except I still haven't wrapped my head around keeping all of my floss on floss tags yet. Sheila says that she also uses floss tags. Did I say floss? Floss tags. And just keeps them on the tag and stores them away after she finishes her projects. She's never used a floss keeper with several holes. So she thinks that when finished with a project, she would just pull them off of that and put them on individual tags. That easy peasy. That seems that like it would work as well. Jennifer Reads and Creates says that she's glad that I asked the question about the floss because she has the same question when using floss cards. So there you go, Jennifer. We're sharing the information around. So Neat and Not by the Sea, who is Catherine from New Zealand, said, hi Catherine, that she's also a DMC person and she uses clothes pegs for her floss. She does have some on the floss cards that come in kits for multiple colors. Those she keeps like that and uses them in projects where she wants to choose her own color scheme, which is mostly the case. So I have seen this, the clothespins approach, and that also seems very, very interesting to me. And as far as I can tell, using the clothespins is very similar to using bobbins. So that was very useful. Thank you so much for that, Catherine. Erin said that regarding the floss keeper, she cuts all of her floss the same length. So when done with it on the keeper, I just rebobinate it. And that's kind of what I was wondering about, you know, if people actually do that. And so I guess that would mean that you wind each strand of floss around the bobbin. Okay. So I think, I believe that that's what we're talking about there, which I kind of was wondering if I could do that. But as I said, I think I'm going to stick with the putting the leftovers in little floss bags. Erin also says that she couldn't find the link for the kitchen counter by Hands On Design. And she also loved the bee that I showed from Fox and Rabbit Designs, but couldn't find it on their site. So just so you guys will know, if you're still looking for those, the kitchen counter by Hands On Design chart is in their newsletter. You need to sign up for their newsletter, which I recommend that if there's a designer out there that you enjoy and they have a newsletter, go ahead and sign up for their newsletter because they send such generous goodies through their newsletter that you might not want to miss. Also, for the Fox and Rabbit design, I tell you guys, I couldn't find it anymore either. So I'm not even sure now where I got it from. So I do apologize for that because I simply can't remember or figure out where I got it from. So sorry about that. Now, Katie, so if anybody else knows where we can get the Fox and Rabbit bee design, can you chime in the comments and let us know? Because I'm of no help here. I don't remember where I got it from. Katie says that she's new to my channel. Hi, Katie. Welcome. And she bobbinates all of her DMC floss on the white plastic bobbins. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough. Sorry about that. Before she starts, she takes the full skein and cuts it down to 8 strands. I think she means 8-inch strands. And this seems to be the length she likes to work with best. Then she puts them on the bobbin and she's ready to go. And she doesn't have to stop while she's stitching to cut or measure floss. Then she keeps them in a plastic box after she's done with the project in order of the DMC number. And so thank you, Katie. Again, that is a concept that I have to think about because at the moment, you know, guys, come on, I'm old school. So I know about taking the skein of floss and wrapping it around the bobbin. Never occurred to me to perhaps cut it into lengths, specify lengths, and then wrap that around the bobbin. So thank you for chiming in on that. Amber blessed us with a wonderful joke. This is my type of humor, okay? Amber says, what happens when two vampire bats meet? They fall in love at first bite. Thank you, Amber. That gave me a good laugh. I actually sent this to Maya. I haven't heard back yet. Because we were talking about the new, well, fairly new, well, not that new anymore, Bats and Booze Stitch-Along by Backwater Shop that I am also participating in. And I talked about how in real life, I'm terrified of bats. But there's something about stitching bats that I absolutely love. Like, that is my Halloween item of choice that I like to stitch. So Karen said that she's got a true story about a bat got into their cellar. No one knew. She was doing laundry. She went to get the clothes from the dryer. The washer was still going, and it was on the spin and rinse cycle. She saw something move in the sink out of the corner of her eye. That's the worst. That's the worst. And it was a bat drenched in suds and water. Needless to say, her daughter got it and brought it outside because apparently Karen's daughter loves and is very dedicated to saving animals. So I want to thank Karen's daughter for that. I personally probably would have gone running and screaming from the house because, yeah, I'm not doing that. Thank you, Karen. Cassie Joe Stitches says she's ready for some fall stitching already. So many of us are, right? Nithya says, thanks, Denise, for another fun video. She's excited for me to get a DMC cone because I did talk about how I feel like I'm stitching more and more with black floss, and I buy a lot of DMC 310 that I might as well get a cone. However, hold on. So Anithya says that she's never gotten one before, so it'll be interesting to see what I decide on. And wanted to know about the crochet blanket that I have behind me here. And she wanted to know if we've seen it already. And this is simply a little throw that I made using what is called willow squares, because I just wanted to learn how to make willow squares because I love the way they look. I don't like granny squares, but I do like the way willow squares look. And I just had this random yarn, so I thought I would use it and make some willow squares, just attach them together. I originally was going to sit this on the back of my chair, but I used to be in a different chair, and so now it lives on the arm of my sofa. And if you are interested, I will link the video below where I go into more detail about this throw. Thank you, Nithya. Michelle Bendy Stitchy says that she has a cone of DMC 310 and she thinks it's even thinner than the skeins, which with my own thinking about whether to get the cone or not, And then hearing from Michelle, I don't think I'm going to be getting a cone. I am actually really seriously thinking about starting to stitch with black anchor, because I hear wonderful, wonderful things all the time about the fullness of that floss. So I think I'm gonna, I don't know yet, I'm gonna think about it. I may even have some black anchor floss already in my stash. I wouldn't be surprised if I did. So if I do, then the next thing that I stitch on that doesn't have a lot of black, I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. Of course, I could always do a, what do you call it? A sample. I could always make a sample and see if I like it that way as well. Now, I shared with you guys the Kaleidoscope Chart by Fat Quarter Shop, and Karen says that not only would she like to stitch that chart, but would love to make the quilt in the book. I'm going to show you guys, because I realized when Karen said that I have shown you guys the cross-stitch chart in this book, Kaleidoscope by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet, but I've never shared the quilt. So I'm just going to show you the back, which has the pillows, the quilted pillows. And you can see part of the quilt here. It's absolutely beautiful. But those of you who are interested in quilting, you get 2 for 1 here in this book. And I just didn't think I ever mentioned it. And so here's another good picture of the quilt. And I'm just going to flip really quickly because I thought that there was another really, really nice picture of the quilt laid out the way I'm seeing it in my mind. But if not, well, I could show you this. This is how the lap quilt will look when it's all assembled. So I wanted to be sure to share that with you guys, especially, you know, those of you who are interested in quilting or thinking about learning to quilt, or any of that sort of thing. And I did want to point out that not only did I pick up that those 2 cross-stitch pieces that I had in storage, but I also was able to rescue some fabric. Oh my gosh, I rescued some fabric. I don't know how well you can see it here in my little cubby. Actually, this is the reason I bought this, was to store fabric and quilts. And so, yes, I was able to rescue some fabric. I was able to rescue my 2 quilt tops that I have made. I will show you those on a different video because this video is kind of full as it is, but I will share those with you guys in a separate video. So on my Kaleidoscope stitch that I'm doing, I was asking, I showed the, you'll see it all in a minute. I showed the colors that I was planning to use, and I wasn't 100% about how they went together. And Christy said, I think you should use gold instead of pink thread. Well, I thought that was brilliant. I thought that is gonna look amazing. However, I already started the stitch, and I started with the pink, but I just want Christy to know that that was a fabulous idea. Now, Mary said that she thinks the tone of the pink might be a little too loud with the vixen and black pairing. She has some vixen, did a mini floss toss, and she thought I might consider DMC 3687 as a pink that would make for a rich trio, or if I wanted more contrast in a hue that still works with the undertones, perhaps 3689. Those are both interesting personalities. And she says that the Kaleidoscope book holds interesting possibilities for stitchers and quilters, as I just pointed out to you guys. Mary, thank you 1,000 times. Because of your recommendation, I also did a small floss toss, and I did decide to use 3687. It's perfect. It's perfect. So I had it in my stash, so that was even better. Carol says that Christmas Eve sampler, which I've been working on, is gorgeous. She loves the fabric choice, which is red, as you know, and she loves Christmas stitching and has more than one book of Christmas designs, as do I. And has recently come back to cross stitch after a step away for a lot of quilting. Welcome back to stitching, Carol. She's trying to find a balance between the two. That is exactly what I am doing. I am trying to get back into quilting, and it's not that I've been quilting for years and years and years. I have a whole lot of experience, but I would like to gain that experience. So we're kind of in the same boat, Carol, where we're trying to find a balance between the two. So I thank you guys for all of your comments. There were a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that maybe we answered somebody else's question that they may have had. Now, I'm gonna start off here by showing you my new starts. And the first one is my new start for the month of August. And please keep in mind, guys, I have not been doing a lot of stitching, but I'm gonna get back to it. I'm ready. I miss it, and I'm ready, and that's all there is to it. And so what I started, oh boy, nothing like not being prepared, right? Is oh boy, it is called Christmas Eve by Prairie Schooler, and here it is. And I was sent a copy and instructions by my good friend Deb about how to convert this to look like hers. And I'll insert what hers looks like right here. And that's the way I want to stitch it. I may still make a couple of other changes, not sure, but that is the spirit that I want to stitch it in. And when I tell you that I got a very small start, I'm not kidding. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! Here's part of the border. Yay! So I'm stitching this on, I don't know, 16 count graceful gray Ada with the call for flosses, DMC flosses, with the exception of the changes that Deb made to hers. And I only stitch for that, like, not even a whole day, as you can tell. And so that's all right. I'm gonna do some more on that before I move on. The next thing I have to share with you is the Fat Quarter Shop Kaleidoscope Stitch-Along, which we were just talking about. So I did get a start on that. And I do believe, let me see. Okay, this way is up. And so I started in the middle, and this is my small start. And this is the DMC 3687 that was suggested for me to use. And I absolutely love the way that it's playing there. And I'm just going to show you real quickly the other two colors. There are 3 colors. You use 3 colors on this chart. That's the way it's charted. And so, of course, I'm using DMC 310 black, and I'm using Vixen from Leo and Roxy, Caroline over at Leo and Roxy Floss. Okay, so those are the colors, and now I am pleased with that. I just wasn't sure before, and now I'm sure. I'm sure. I love it. I love it. So I will still be doing some more stitching on that as well. We just scoot these back into the bag. And the next start that I have is the Bats and Booze Mystery Stitch-Along, also by Backwater Shop. And I'm keeping that in this cute little Halloween bag that came from Backwater Shop. I have another Halloween project in there as well. Why not? I thought I'd just stack them in there until it became, unless it became unbearable. Yeah, and so, let me see. I'm not doing real well with cover photos today, but I know you guys understand. So I am working on part 1. I believe part 2 already came out this week, but this is part 1 with these cute little bats. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. And how far did I get? I don't think I didn't get very far. In fact, I only have done the one corner, and my bat is not complete, but again, this is something that I will be continuing to work on. And I'm using all of the called for, which is Icelandic Gray 14 count Ada. And I'm using the DMC thread pack. Okay. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to getting some more stitching done on that, because part 2 is out, and I want to try to catch up. But guys, you know, I'm not that great with stitch-alongs. I never pretend that I am. And the thought of, I'm going to show you. You see how part 1 goes from, you know, it's just these separated squares. I have to tell you, I prefer not to do that. So, I'm really glad that part 2 is out, because part 2 is here. So I could just keep stitching. I don't want to count. I mean, I would. If I had gotten that far, I would have counted. But I didn't. So now I can simply keep stitching. Okay, that works for me. That works for me. And the, don't forget that the pattern for the Bats and Booze Stitch-Along is on the Backwater Shop website. I will leave links below. I have affiliate links to Backwater Shop in the description below. Let's see. So, yeah, I just started those 3 things. That's just another reason why I am not planning a birthday or anniversary start. I've got enough going on. Now on to whips. I actually concentrated on one whip, and I believe I got a lot of this done. It is Christmas Eve Sampler by Joan Elliott. Here it is. This is what it's gonna look like when it's all done. I'm not sure if I have a picture of it the last time that I showed it to you guys, but if I do, I'll insert it here. If I don't, we'll just continue. And I got so much done. I am so pleased with this that I can't even believe that I'm getting ready to put it away. But I am. Look at it. Oh my goodness, guys. Show you up close. This is looking great. So when you see this is the 7 here. Once I do the 8, that will be page, that'll be the end of the 2nd page. I love it. I love this so much. And it is just such a soothing stitch. You know how it is when you're stitching with one color and your chart is very, very clear. It is the most soothing thing. It is the most soothing thing to do, to just be able to just sit and stitch, not worry about what the color is next. It is awesome, but this is going to go bye-bye for a while. What else is going on? Okay, I'm going to go now to Happy Mail. And I got some great Happy Mail from a couple of my friends. Uh-oh, my basket just fell. I feel like I have like this type of a casualty every time. But it's okay. I'm used to it. I hope you're used to it. Okay, so the first one came from my friend Maddy, who is a crazy Navajo mama on Instagram. She sent me a cute note, and look at the little sticker. It says, "Follow your passion." That's cute. And you know, I'm really starting to think about, I'm getting hot. I'm really starting to think about doing some kind of a cross-stitch journal, very similar to what Michelle Garrett over at Bendy Stitchy does, because I want to save these little things that I get from my friends. And so she sent a really cute note, but look at this paper that she sent. I'm not going to show you the note, but look at the paper. How beautiful. This is like so special to me. I want to keep it somewhere, so I'm going to have to put a little bit more thought into that and how I'm going to handle that. Because, look, there's another sticker that I don't want to lose it. I don't want it to get destroyed. I want to keep this to remember Maddy by. Always. And so she took a little break from stitching and decided that she wanted to make, she wanted to sew, you know, and so she posted these needle books on Instagram, and I lost my mind because it's, first of all, guys, look at how pretty this is. This is just so stinking pretty. And then you open it, she's got the snaps on here, and you've got these little pages for your needles. I don't even own a needle book. This is my very first needle book, and I love it. Thank you so much, Maddy. I asked her, I said, "Are you selling these? Like, what's the deal?" But honestly, she simply gave it to me. Like, you can have it. She just sent it to me. So thank you so much for that, Maddy. I appreciate it. And I can't wait to start using it because it's just so pretty. So I thank you for that. And then I also got something from your friend and mine, Abi Bellastitch on Instagram, who was doing some giveaways on Instagram, and she would ask a different question for each one. And so I guess I won. And this is a chart by Jardin Privé, or a Retour All Source. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I really love this. And so, of course, I had to look up what is Retour All Source. And it means return to basics or return to the roots. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Thank you so much, Abby, for this. I love it. I love it. And so you guys know that I also like to share whenever I find free charts online. And, of course, I try to share where I got them from. So, let me see if I can do that this time as well. So, the first one is an ice cream bookmark by Doreen Jones. And, you know, guys, it's almost always the full chart that I show you because they're free. There's usually not an available stitched piece, photo of a stitched piece. So I won't show it that long, although it is free. And you can go onto Doreen Jones' Facebook page and search for this. This is the ice cream bookmark. I thought somebody would really enjoy this if I stitched it for them. That's kind of cute. And then, guys, I had saved this one quite some time ago, and I forgot that I had it, so I thought I'd share it with you now. And it is also Doreen Jones, and it is Halloween motifs. Of course, there's a bat. Of course there is. Look at the cute cat and the spider. Come on. Yeah, I needed that. I needed that. They could make like the cutest little pillows or cute little Halloween ornaments if you do a Halloween tree. So I thought I would share that with you too. And so then I have a very little bit of haul. At least I think it's a little bit of haul. Okay, you be the judge. You be the judge whether it's a little bit of haul or not. So I ordered African Angel by Barbara Betts. It's the by Cooler Design Studio. And I totally ordered this because EJ from Sunshine Stitchers is stitching this. And so when I saw that, it immediately went on my wish list. And so here it is. And now, so I was enabled by EJ, okay? This is going to be fun to kit up and stitch because it calls for 14 count Aida, but it does call for some quarter stitches. So that's going to cause me to choose something other than Aida, which of course is fine with me. I will probably choose a 28 count Lugana. And there are two different Krynics and there's two different Krynics and some blending filament. So this is going to be fun to stitch up. And I'm really happy that I got this. Thanks, EJ. Now, I have some things to share with you that are new at Fat Quarter Shop. So let me get those out. Oh, there's so many goodies, guys. There's so many goodies. It's funny. This first one that I'm going to show you, I've seen this on other people's videos, and I'm saying, well, that's so cute. I want that. Okay, I have it right here. It's called Snowballs for Sale by Lori Holt. It's adorable. Will you look at it? It's so cute. It's just so cute. And yeah, why didn't I know that I had this already? Because I didn't do a video and I haven't put it away yet. That's why. All right. The next one is Granita, which is a cross-stitch chart by It's So Emma. And I don't know if you remember or not, but there was also a quilt pattern called Granita, which is where the chart is charted from. Words are so hard, just like counting. And so I pretty sure I'm gonna stitch this. And although, you know, we're all getting not all, no, I'm gonna take the back. We're not all getting good at switching up our colors, because it's still a challenge for me. But I like this. They show on the back three of the colorways for Granita, and I think I'm going to do this gray, because that is definitely falling into this new black and white thing I have going on in my head. And knowing me, I might just sneak another color in there just for a pop. Okay, so there's that. And then I am head over heels with this book. It is a Scrapbook of Quilts. Oh my goodness, guys. This is something else. This book is something else. It is available now at Fat Quarter Shop, and oh my gosh, I'm in love. I'm in love. There are several things in here that I want to tackle, which is why, you know, I'm trying to figure out how to schedule my time a little bit better, because I really want to get to stitch some of these things. So again, it's called the Scrapbook of Quilts, available now at Fat Quarter Shop. And I am in love with this book. I love it so much. Now there is a new chart. I'm hesitating because for the life of me, I can't remember whether this is gonna be a stitch along or not. So please forgive me if I will look it up, and once I finish this video, and I will put it in the description box, the details, if it is in fact a stitch along. But it is called Stationery Addict. Now I know that there is a lot of other people out there besides me that are stationery addicts. This is so cute. And I'm going to be stitching this for my daughter, who is way more of a stationery addict than I am. I thought that I was obsessed with paper and pens and pencils. Well, she's got me beat. She's got me beat. And so what they sent along was this fabric flare. What is it called, this fabric? Pale gray gingham. I don't know if you can see that it is pale gray gingham. Wow, that is coming along. That is coming out better on camera than it is in real life. I can more easily see that it's gingham on camera than I can when I just look at it. But I, again, thought this was perfect as well, because she likes this color scheme. Now, I might make some changes to the colors to match her decor, but here are the gentle arts glosses. Okay, so here we go. So I have said repeatedly, I am a DMC girl. I love DMC floss. But I have to tell you that of the overdyed flosses that I have tried so far, and keep in mind that does not include the Leo and Roxy Vixen, because I haven't stitched with it yet. But of the ones that I have tried, guys, Gentle Arts is by far my favorite. I love me some Gentle Arts thread. So I chose the Gentle Arts thread pack for Stationery Addict. I love these colors. I love this thread. And I do believe, let me look, that there is also a DMC thread pack. But when I saw that it was charted for Gentle Arts threads, I pretty much jumped on it. I'm like, yeah, I gotta have that. So that's Stationery Addict. And as I said, I'm going to go back and try to remember and try to find the information to clarify whether Stationery Addict is in fact a stitch-along or not. And I'll let you guys know that in the description box below. What else do I have to share with you today? Let's see. I should have just looked over at my basket and I would have known. I'm so excited about this, guys. I never had one of these before. I got it free. I went to Michael's. I never go to Michael's. I never get an opportunity to go to Michael's anymore, but we went to Michael's, myself, my daughter, and my granddaughter, and we found nothing that we were looking for, except that I just happened to find the Dmc Color Card. I need this so much in my life. I need this so much in my life. As I said, it was free. And what they do is they give you all of the colors in numeric order on one side. And then on the other side, they give you the colors in chromatic order. In my soul, I feel like this is life-changing, okay? Like, I do need, and I do very much want the color card that comes with the actual threads, because, of course, you know, printing may change things along the way. But let me tell you, this is a good enough start for me. I'm happy with it. I'm really, really happy with it. Now, you remember we were doing some giveaways last time. Y'all remember that? Okay. Let me see. What do I have in here? This is not the giveaways. What is this? Oh, okay. So now I'm going to announce the giveaway winners. And the way this works is, if you win a giveaway, contact me by email at designmorris1@gmail.com. Let me know what your mailing address is. And please let me know what you won, especially this time because there were 4 giveaways. And I want to make sure you get the item that you actually won. And so the first one, I'm going to grab my box. Hold, please. The first one is Crinkle, Crinkle, Crinkle. It is, I'm going to stick this right here. Fresh cut, right back for the shop. And the winner of this is Kathy Harris. Kathy Harris, please email me and let me know where I can mail your prize. The next one is Peppermint Lane. And that's this. Peppermint Lane. And the winner is Annette Trent. Annette Trent. Congratulations. And please email me to let me know where I can send your prize. Thank you so much. Then we have the Kaleidoscope Package. And that consists of the Kaleidoscope book. All right. The Kaleidoscope, well, it is 14 count antique white Ada by Fabric Flair. You also won the DMC thread pack. And you also won the floss keeper that matches with everything. Okay? And the winner of this is Dainty Diva. Dainty Diva. Please email me with your mailing address so I can get this prize out to you. And when you do email me, there's a little bit extra for you. When you email me, let me know whether you would prefer a gray project bag or a green project bag. Okay, so good. Thank you guys for participating. There's one more. Just let me get my ducks in a row over here. There's one more. The Bats and Booze package. This is also a really good one. Okay. So I said that you can download the chart free of charge on the Fat Quarter Shop website, right? Okay. So I'm giving you the Icelandic Gray 14 count Ada, the DMC thread pack, the Fright Night Floss Biddies, the enamel keychain charm. Can you guys see all this stuff? Can you see it? Or I'm holding it for a bit. And the enamel needle minder. And one of those really cute Halloween bags from Fat Quarter Shop that I showed you, that I have one and I'm using that for my Halloween stitching. The winner of this is Deb Ing. Deb Ing, please email me. Let me know what your mailing address is so that I can get your prize out to you. I want to thank you guys so much for participating in the giveaways. It's a lot of fun for me, and I hope that it is just as much fun for you. I really do enjoy doing this. Thank you guys. And so it is now time for me to let you know what this week's giveaway is. I gotta find somewhere to put this stuff. Hold on. Okay. Now, in order to enter a giveaway, I ask that you like this video, that you subscribe to this channel, that you be over the age of 18 so that you can legally give me your mailing address. And I will let you know what you need to include in your comment in order to enter this giveaway. So the first thing I have is, well, all of these, there's two giveaways this week, okay? And everything in these two giveaways came from my good friend Padma, who sent me a bunch of beautiful charts that I could share with you guys as giveaways. And so the first one is from Country Cottage Needleworks. It is from their Santa's Village collection, and it is the Candy Cane Cottage, and that's what it looks like. And if you want to enter to win this, please just use the word village anywhere in your comment. The word is village. All right. And the second thing that we're going to give away today is Prairie Schooler Santas. I've got 3 of them, guys. I've got 3 of them. All 3 are going to go to the same person, okay? It is the 2006 Santa, the 2016 Santa, and and the 2019 Santa. I know a lot of people are stitching these, so if these are missing in your collection, go ahead and enter the giveaway. And all I ask is that you use the word Santa anywhere in your comments so that you could be entered to win that. So there you go, guys. I am really happy. I can't wait to see who wins. Now I have a, I'm going to do a shout out. This video is getting kind of long. Not that I'm surprised by it, but it's getting kind of long. But my shout out goes to Mary at Daydream Stitcher. She is officially in the under 1,000 subs club. We would like for you to go and take a look at Mary's videos. See if you like Mary. I really like Mary. And subscribe to her channel so that she can get to 1,000 subscribers and enjoy some of the perks that people enjoy when they get over 1,000 subscribers. And I watched Mary's Whip Parade, and I think I watched another one of her videos, but I'm not exactly sure. However, I really did enjoy it, and I will be watching more of her videos. It's very, very enjoyable. So that is Daydream Stitcher, and I will put a link to her Flosstube channel below. Now, I have an announcement that Fat Quarter Shop is going to start Cross Stitch University. Now, I thought this was a great idea because, frankly, guys, I've been toying with the idea of doing some videos for beginners myself. By the way, if that's something that you're interested in, please do let me know in the comments, because I could still do that if you have an interest. But when I saw that Fat Quarter Shop was going to do Cross Stitch University, I thought this was a great idea and a great thing that they were doing. And it's going to start on August 23rd. I do encourage you to stay tuned for more information, or you can go on to the Fat Quarter Shop blog, which I believe is called Jolly Jabber, or you can try to take a look at some of Kimberly's latest videos to see if she's made any further announcements about Cross Stitch University. I'm giving you the information that I have as of right now, that it's going to start on August 23rd. So if that's something that you're interested in, please do go ahead and take a look and see, you know, what you will need to do to participate. I'm pretty sure that everyone who is participating will be stitching the same chart. So that's all I know, I promise. Now, I will say, you know, I did say that I will show you my quilts when maybe next video, depending on, you know, how much I decide to chat on that one. I'm going to continue to stitch on my new starts. And that's really all that I have kind of planned and coming up. Now, as far as my life update, as I said, if you don't want to hear about this, it's okay. You can click off. I thank you so much for watching. I thank you so much for being here and listening to me jabber on and on and on. I will try to post another video in 2 weeks, although at this moment I can't promise that, but I'll see you soon. For those of you who have stuck around for the life update, I just want to let you know that we did get some very devastating news from Mr. Ribbon's doctors that he does have, in fact, have cancer. It is a very tough thing for both of us to deal with. I personally have never really had to deal with this with someone so close, and so we are trying to keep a positive view on things. I do know that with today's technology and medicine and the advances in medicine, that it is very likely that he will come out of this okay. It's just getting to that point is sometimes very scary. And so, but we do have each other, and we do have our family, and God only knows we have our friends. So I don't want to go into much further detail other than to just let you know that this is what we're dealing with. I do plan to continue crafting. I do plan to continue doing videos because goodness knows a person does need to have some joy in their life when life just seems to want to continue to knock them down. So that's where we stand on that. But those of you who have already reached out, thank you so much. You cannot begin to believe how much I appreciate that. And if you wonder whether it helps, yes, it helps so much. So thank you. I will encourage you guys to join the Black Ribbon Stitch Studio Facebook group, where we try to post what we're up to and keep each other informed about what's going on. You can follow me on Instagram. Now, this is interesting. I just changed my name on Instagram and made it Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. So I think that's still I think you can find me at Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. If not, then it's still Design Morris 1. Hope that wasn't too confusing. I want to take a moment again to thank everyone who has decided to click the link below and buy me a coffee, which I think you might know now is not really buying a coffee. It's a way for you to support the channel, and it helps to defray for me the cost of shipping so that I can continue to do giveaways and I can continue to ship them out without a problem. So I want to thank you for that. And I will leave you with words of inspiration, as I always do. No act of kindness, however small, is ever wasted. Go ahead and click the like button, guys, if you like this video. Thank you to everyone who shares my videos. And don't forget to subscribe. If your subscribe below is red, that means you have not subscribed. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload a video. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.